say you're ending your day of driving and you'd like to give a couple more rides, you're right near a downtown area, but you don't want to end up getting a ride that takes you 20 miles in the opposite direction. What if there was a way where you could set a radius so that you would get ride requests, but they would take you no more than 5 miles from your current location? Joe here with the Rideshare Guy, and today we're going to discuss that feature as well as 2 other changes that Lyft and Uber should implement today. And the 3 changes are adding that pickup and drop off radius mode. I would recommend quadrupling the permanent rate on wait time for stops, and also changing the cancellation window after arrival from 5 minutes down to 2 minutes. So first, there's that pickup and drop off radius mode. This would be a simple change. It would open us up to the vast majority of trip requests, especially near a downtown area. Those requests are typically in my area no longer than 5 miles long, but there are some times where I'm finishing my day and I can get those requests, but I don't want to get the request that's going to take me 20 miles in the opposite direction. If they included a radius mode, it would be a lot like destination mode, but with radius mode, basically they could set it as a 5-mile radius, and once you're in radius mode, you will not receive a request that will take you more than 5 miles from your current location. And radius mode would be a lot like destination mode, where we'd be allowed, say, 5 or 6 of these radius rides per day. This is just a really simple and easy feature to add, and I know a lot of drivers like myself would use it on a daily basis. And a change that they both should make is to quadruple the permanent rate on wait time for stops. In my opinion, stops need to be fixed. Anytime I get a ride with stops, I dread those rides. I just feel like a lot of passengers are taking advantage of those stops, sometimes making us wait longer than 5 minutes for certain stops, and that's not what stops should be used for. In my opinion, a stop should be in and out, they should be no longer than 30 seconds. And I actually personally have a 5-minute wait time threshold for stops anyways. That could even be reduced to 3 minutes, but after 5 minutes, if I've been waiting at a stop for 5 minutes, I'll just go ahead and end the ride right there. I just feel like that passenger should have requested another ride as opposed to adding a stop to their current ride. And basically, if you quadruple that permanent rate, basically every 15 seconds that pass during a stop would equate to a minute of drive time. This just would hopefully encourage passengers to make their stops quicker, and if they have a long stop, then they will just request multiple rides as opposed to adding stops. Stops just, in my opinion, need to be fixed. And third, they should both change the cancellation window after arrival from 5 minutes down to 2 minutes. So reduce that from 5 minutes down to 2 minutes. Currently, when you arrive at a passenger's pickup location, after you've arrived, Lyft will start charging a wait time rate after you've been waiting for a minute, and with Uber, that's after you've been waiting for 2 minutes. They should just get rid of that altogether and basically reduce that 5-minute cancellation window down to 2. So currently, yeah, you get paid that wait time, but you can't cancel the ride and collect the cancellation fee until 5 minutes have passed, until you've waited for 5 minutes. I feel 5 minutes is too long. That should be reduced to 2. Lyft and Uber are pretty efficient now. When you request a ride, you're given the time that a driver is going to arrive. Passengers should be ready when we arrive. We should never be waiting for more than a minute, in my opinion. So 5 minutes is way too long. They can reduce that 5-minute cancellation window down to 2. Hopefully this would encourage passengers to be ready when drivers arrive at their pickup location. And so again, I would add the radius mode, give us the radius mode option. I would quadruple the permanent rate on wait time for stops, and change the cancellation window, reduce the cancellation window from 5 minutes down to 2 minutes after arrival. Overall, I feel like this would not only help drivers, but improve the Lyft and Uber systems, especially with that radius mode. Drivers like myself that currently utilize destination mode in those circumstances would now be open to the vast majority of trips, especially near downtown areas. A lot of those trips are just short trips, and since a lot more drivers would be available to the vast majority of trips, this would make the Lyft and Uber systems more reliable, more drivers would be available. And with the quadruple charge for stops and the 2-minute wait time after arrival, that would just improve the overall efficiency of the Lyft and Uber systems. There would be a lot less dead time for drivers. So let us know in the comments what you think of those changes. Do you like them? Do you have some better suggestions? If you haven't subscribed to the Rideshare Guy channel, please subscribe. And until next video, drive safe. Thanks.